Have you noticed them? They're active online, but they never post photos. It's not random. It's psychology. 3 reasons and 1 dark truth. Quick clarification. This is not about people who don't use social media. These people scroll, they watch, they message. They just don't post pictures of themselves or their life. And that one choice reveals something bigger. How they handle attention, how they handle validation, and what kind of access they allow the world to have. Stay to the end, because the last reason isn't logical. It's learned. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Now, the first reason is the one most people guess, but they still don't understand how deep it goes. Privacy. A photo isn't just a photo. It's information. Where you go, who you're with, what time you're outside, what kind of routine you live. To you, it's just a moment. To the wrong person, it's a map. And it's not always strangers they're avoiding. Sometimes it's coworkers, nosy relatives, old friends who secretly compete with you, or people who watch your life but don't actually support it. So they stay online, but they keep their real life off the stage. You'll spot them like this. They have an account, but it's mostly empty. They might post a landscape, a quote, a meme, but not their face, not their location, not their circle. Because some people don't disappear from social media. They disappear from being observed. And here's the key line. They're not hiding because they're weak. They're hiding because they're selective. Privacy is the clean version. But the second reason is uncomfortable, because it's not about other people. It's about how you see yourself. Self-image. Some people don't post photos because it feels like Judgment Day. Even if nobody says anything, even if people are nice, they take a photo, they stare at it, they zoom in, they compare it to other people's highlight reels, and then they delete it. Not because the photo is bad, but because they feel like they are not good enough. Social media doesn't reward reality. It rewards performance. So if someone already struggles with confidence, posting a photo feels like walking onto a stage, under a spotlight, with strangers holding scorecards. You'll notice this pattern. They avoid being tagged. They hate candid photos. They say, "I look awful," even when they don't. They might post anything else, food, pets, sunsets, but never themselves. And the scary part? The more you avoid being seen, the harder it becomes to be seen. Here's the truth. When your worth depends on a photo, you become a prisoner of the lens. And if you're thinking, "That's not me, I feel fine," then you might be reason number 3, control. Some people don't post photos because attention is expensive. It attracts opinions, questions, unwanted advice, and sometimes drama. The more you show, the more people feel entitled to comment. Not just on your outfit, but on your relationship, your choices, your life. So they choose a quieter path. They still travel. They still win. They still live. They just don't announce it because they don't need applause to feel real. You'll see it like this. They don't overshare. They rarely explain themselves. They don't post emotional updates. They don't prove they're okay. They understand something most people forget. Silence isn't emptiness. It's a filter. But this is where it gets deeper, because the last reason isn't a preference. It's a survival strategy. Up to now, these reasons sound logical, even normal. But the last one isn't logical. It's learned, and it usually comes from pain. Protection. For some people, they don't post photos because being visible once hurt them. Maybe they were mocked, publicly embarrassed, or used as a joke. Maybe they were stalked, or someone weaponized their photos, or their location. Maybe they grew up in a home where being noticed wasn't safe, where attention meant criticism, control, punishment. So their nervous system learned a rule. Visibility has a cost. And once you've paid that cost, you stop offering the world free access. You'll spot it like this. They hate check-ins. They avoid tagging locations. They don't like group photos being posted without asking. They get tense when a camera points at them unexpectedly. And it's usually not dramatic. It's calm, firm, like a boundary that has been tested before. They're not hiding their life. They're hiding it from the wrong people. Because if you've ever been burned for being visible, you don't overshare again. You adapt. So what does it mean when someone never posts photos? Ask yourself 4 questions. Don't answer fast. 1. Do you avoid posting because you don't want access to your life? That's privacy. 2. Do you avoid posting because you don't feel good enough? That's self-image. 3. Do you avoid posting because you don't want attention and opinions? That's control. 4. Do you avoid posting because being visible once hurt you? That's protection. And sometimes it's not just one, it's a mix. And once you know which one it is, you'll know what to do next. If it's privacy, private account. Close friends, no tagging without permission. If it's self-image, try one imperfect post challenge, one time. No filters, no over-editing, not to impress anyone, but to break the fear loop in your own brain. If it's control, keep living quietly, keep winning quietly. Peace is allowed. And if it's protection, listen carefully. You don't owe the world visibility. You don't need to explain your boundaries. You just need to enforce them. Because peace is expensive. And privacy is part of the price. So which one are you? Privacy, self-image, control, or protection? Comment just one word. And if you want the next video, the psychology of people who don't use social media and feel fine, hit subscribe. We don't just scroll through lives, we decode minds.